Okay, we're checking on Dad's garden. It's June 9th. No, we're not digging any up.
No, I want to show you something. Now you can see how high the taters are.
About how much do you think you put out? Like 20 pounds?
20 pounds.
20 pounds of potatoes.
Make 7 rows. Now these hills are about 18 inches apart. And that's the way they're supposed to be planted to get big taters. I'll dig these 3.
There goes a bunny. Ice cream trucks going by, bunny rabbits running.
And this is...
He really uses his push plow still.
This is my experimental lettuce.
Why is it experimental?
It's back here in the shade, don't get very much sun.
Well,
I'm going to see how it does.
Well, Mr. Bunny Rabbit's eating it.
Oh, they have all they want.
That's just a flower.
And this is the back end of the tomatoes. See how little they are? They don't get much sun. But it can make late tomatoes.
Right. Corn.
And the further we go this way, notice how much bigger the corn gets.
Right.
And this is,
that big tree creates a lot of shade, so it really makes a difference on his garden.
and that's my row of onions.
Oh, show them your... That's for gourds. It's an old bed frame from when Teresa and I were kids. Last year, he had it over in the middle of the garden. So this year he created it to look like a scarecrow guy. Is it holding up good in the wind?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's going to be covered in gourds, he hopes.
I have 3 gourd plants down here that'll grow up on it.
We'll have to watch it this summer.
And then
Rock pile on a tree stump. Hollyhock.
This is my early tomatoes, and I've got tomatoes coming on one of them.
I see yellow blooms on them. Look how big your peas are right there.
Yeah. I had to put strings up last Saturday, I think, and put strings across for them to go right on up. They'd have been up over top of the wire, see?
Right.
But they can go up to that top string.
Yeah, the wire's there, and he just stuck on some more posts and string to draw them in.
Let me walk over here. You can see how high the corn is over here. It's coming right along. And
oh, you may notice that Dad's garage got painted. Nephew Eric helped him.
This is cherry tomatoes in a big cage.
Yep.
And that's the way to grow cherry tomatoes.
Yep, I've got my old cage pieces ready to put around Canaan's cherry tomatoes.
And this is my zucchini. I got them out early and they're doing good. I covered them.
Toby helped Dad move this fence back here earlier this spring. We argued with Dad to have it back there and we could park back here, but he is taking full advantage of every bit of sun he can, so he had to move it all the way back here.
Now, when I would want to move this big post, it's really deep, I'd take my post hole diggers and dig down right here to the bottom of it, and then just lay it over and let it out. No pulling, no tugging, just dig a hole anywhere around that post and it just lifts right out. They're in there like cement now.
Right. Nice and deep, but you don't have any cement or anything holding them down.
And this is gourds here.
Yep. I got him a lot of different kind of gourd seeds, so we should see a lot growing. Okay, so these are sugar snap peas.
Yeah.
And then, which variety of green beans is that?
This is striped cornfield beans,
The,
and these beans are half runners.
over here is
Yeah.
half runners. Now what's down? Let's see. That's
Half-
cabbage.
Yeah, all one row of cabbage.
That's how I did mine. Not that close though.
Yeah, you got to
And
put them
then-
close.
What's your beans?
It's another row of half runners, and these two little ones coming up are half runners.
Half runners and two more.
They'll be
half
put
runners.
on a wire cage. This row lays by itself. Lays on the ground. And
And Dad's 81 years old and working all this. Of course, Kanan and I work full-time jobs, and it's all we can do to keep up with it. Okay, so what else?
this is my pride and joy. It's a cushaw plant. Has
Yeah.
big old squash cushaws.
Yeah.
One plant will make me 7 or 8 big cushaws. Come up this way.
You got a couple peppers out, beets. Okay, there's peppers. They would be, is that yellow bell peppers?
One California Wonder
Okay,
and one Bell.
okay.
One sweet banana.
Sweet banana, okay. What's on your mounds? Cucumbers?
No, this is, these plants right here are Indiana mushmelons.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 4 hills. I should have about 30 big mushmelons, maybe 40. And this is beets. Now you got to look.
Look at all these gravels.
I'm growing this stuff out of a rock pile.
It was a gravel driveway. Well, it was covered up by grass. And then as he kept working it up, it goes all the way up into there. He's already dug out gobs of the gravel and put them up there where like the walkway ends and it's muddy. But look at all this that he keeps getting. All of
And
that.
this stuff really grows good in this rock pile.
Because of the limestone of it.
Yeah. Then this row's all experimental. I'm putting my beets up on a ridge. Everything's on a ridge.
Yeah?
Normally it's down level. And then I've got beets. Then I've got carrots. Come on up this way. Now this corn over here is Indian corn. All different colors of corn for to make things out of. And then I have zinnia flowers I've been transplanting out of them.
Yes.
I have all the flowers I need. And these tomatoes.
And this big tall fence that creates shade, but the tomatoes are still growing.
Now notice this big hill. It looks like a big saucer. Well, when need be, I can come out here and pour water right on that plant, and the roots get it all. It doesn't run all over the garden when I pour the water down. That's watering pans made out of dirt. And then
More zinnias.
then we come up here. I'm seeing how the beeches will grow back here in the shade. And I've got some more carrots. I'm seeing how they grow.
Yeah, they're still growing. They may be slow, but
And then here's some more beets. And
and you got potatoes. Are these
this is
volunteers
volunteer.
from last year?
Yeah. I haven't hoed them. I haven't touched them. And I don't know if they make anything or not. And
What kind of tree is that?
that's a maple tree. It's about 340 years old, between 340 and 330. 340. And it's sound as $1, and it'll probably stand for another 100, 200 years. If I'll quit driving nails in it. Come over here. We'll talk about this big tree
Yes.
again.
Dad's pulling out those gravels and putting them down here, just recycling them in. Neighbors had him do a little project, so he got some old pavers from them to recycle in. Lots of good recycling.
But this
is all getting cleaned up, and
But the sides of this tree, I'm going to have a red wagon, a blue bicycle, and an orange tricycle fastened on the side of this big tree. Going to hang it up, and whatever else I hang up there, decorate it. It's my tree. I can do what I want.
all that brush, he had a house built to try to see if any animals would live in it over the winter. So now he's got all those branches, but he has this. There's your bunny, there's your bunny. Right there, he's getting ready to run under the fence. It's right there.
I see it.
Scrappy little thing.
Would look a lot better in a skillet.
Yeah, it would. See, there's where some of those zinnias are going.
And
And the garage all painted. And the back of that fence painted.
notice my flare box down there on the side of the garage.
Yep.
And I had a neat idea on how to get to hang up there. I took 2 door hinges and mashed them flat. And when I drove nails in, I didn't drive them all the way in, and it let the top of that hinge come out a little bit, fit right under the lip on that basket. And then I've got a little, I'll take it off and show you.
No.
Yeah,
No, we see right there.
and it sets on that.
Oh yeah, like a shelf
And this-
bracket. It's a shelf bracket.
That's what it
The
looks
door
like.
hinges, yes.
And then just take and just hang it back up there. And Teresa gave me these flowers, and I had this vine stuff, and I'll have to do some watering tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's getting up in the 90s.